Hi, Internet. It is currently April 2nd. This is inspired by Cal Newport's recent video called Can AI Scheme? AI Reality Check. So, watching this video kind of inspired me to want to make a video about conspiracies and or fear mongering. So, I have a list of 20 things 20 reasons conspiracies are harmful. So I wrote this list out and then I also wrote 10 tips on how to avoid or interact with them. The first way that conspiracies can be harmful is that they spread misinformation. The second is that they erode trust in institutions. 3, they increase fear and paranoia. 4, they promote fear mongering to manipulate people. 5, they divide communities. 6, they make complex problems seem like secret plots instead of solvable issues. 7, they distract from real solutions. 8, they encourage hostility toward perceived enemies. 9, they damage relationships and families. 10, they weaken trust in science and expertise. 11, conspiracies can create echo chambers where facts are ignored. 12, conspiracies can make people easier to manipulate politically or financially. 13, they can lead to harassment of innocent people. 14, they reduce critical thinking over time. This is very common. 15, conspiracies can normalize extreme thinking or black and white thinking. 16, conspiracies can justify discrimination or scapegoating. 17, conspiracies amplify anxiety and stress. This is also very common, and I'm sure there's people out there who might feel stressed when hearing a conspiracy theory. 18, conspiracies reward sensationalism over truth. And going back to Cal Newport's recent video, the AI reality check, he basically mentioned an article with the false headline that AI can scheme, but it was actually based off of OpenClaw or something like that, and the way people were programming it, it just made it seem like AI could scheme. But yeah, unfortunately, sometimes headlines want to increase fear or, they'll use sensationalism over what's actually happening, reporting what's actually happening, sadly. Maybe that's a conspiracy in of itself. I don't know. You tell me in the comments below. 19, conspiracies can lead to harmful real world actions. 20, conspiracies make it harder for society to agree on basic facts. I've seen this happen. Now, I'm going to give 10 tips on how to avoid or how to interact with conspiracy theories, whether it's somebody sharing it with you via link or verbally. The first tip is to stay calm. Getting angry just reinforces conspiracy theories. Number 2, don't debate every claim. Conspiracy theories often move the goalposts, and if you're somebody that likes to argue, that one's for you. Number 3, ask gentle questions. So let others explain their reasoning instead of attacking it. So if someone presents you with a conspiracy theory, let them share their reasoning instead of trying to like immediately argue, right? Number 4, focus on evidence. Encourage credible sources and critical thinking. And Cal Newport is fantastic for this. I've been following him for quite a while. I've read his books. He's truly amazing when it comes to helping people understand how to fact check certain things, especially online. Um, so, yeah, highly recommend subscribing if you're interested in digital minimalism, analog or joy that comes from analog activities, trying to break away from social media, that kind of thing. Highly recommend. I'm going to go ahead and actually link his channel in my description if you want to follow him. I know that more of my videos are becoming high stakes. But yeah, I think it's fun making these videos. I love making lists. So yeah, I that was kind of a pivot. But let me go back to this. So, number 5, avoid mocking or shaming. If somebody shares a conspiracy theory with you, it usually pushes them deeper in their belief when you mock them. So I try to be a little bit more sensitive when it comes to people who are falling for conspiracies or like contribute to the fear mongering by sharing conspiracies. I show sympathy because I know what it's like to believe something that is not true or sensationalized or fear mongering. So I try to have sympathy and understanding. So the 6th tip I have for approaching conspiracy theories is set boundaries. It's okay to tell somebody that you don't want to discuss certain topics. If you follow or are subscribed to channels on YouTube that are kind of inflammatory or like judge institutions, like for example, I watch a lot of alien conspiracy videos because they're hilarious to me. I don't believe half the stuff in that kind of in that corner of the internet because again, sensationalism, but the other half seems to be really intriguing and really makes you think about the world in a different way. Um, but I was going through my subscriptions recently and I noticed that more than a couple of them were like pure sensationalism. Um, so I decided to unsubscribe, and I routinely do this because I like to keep my YouTube subscription list as um, logical as possible and focused on truth. And um, yeah, so set boundaries. It's okay to unsubscribe from somebody who or a channel that is just constant conspiracy theory this, conspiracy theory that. Because so much of it is outside of our control, we get frustrated. So I try to avoid negative content, and that's partly why I'm making this video, to inspire somebody to help someone navigate conspiracy content online, especially YouTube, because videos are fun, right? So number 7, don't try to win. The goal is to understand the person, not defeat them. Again, try to come from a place of empathy or sympathy, whichever one's easier for you. And yeah, just I I used to enjoy arguing when I was in college. I used to love debating people just for the fun of it. And I did used to try to win, but as I've gotten older, decided that I'm gonna let people share their understanding of something, and I if they're curious about what I think, I will let them know whether or not what they're sharing with me is correct or not. And even then, we don't always have all the facts, right? Number 8 is to recognize emotional drivers. Fear and uncertainty often fuel conspiracy thinking. This has been a common theme for the last like 6 years. There's been a lot of distrust in institutions, especially if you live in North America. Um, but yeah, fear is a very powerful tool. Okay, number 9. Limit exposure if needed. Protect your own mental health. Like I mentioned, I recently did a dusting of my subscription list on YouTube, and if I see them recommended, if I see a channel that um, often uses sensationalism to draw attention, and that video is recommended and it has a really intriguing title, and I've already unsubscribed for them, I might watch like the first few minutes of the video just to get the gist of what's going around. Um, but I know myself best, so I know how to say no to certain content. But yeah, if that's something you have trouble with, highly recommend limiting your time on the web, especially social media. Okay, last but not least, model healthy skepticism. Show how to question claims without assuming secret plots. Skepticism is very good, and I think Cal Newport talks about this a lot. Like, he wrote a book called Digital Minimalism, where he talks about, questioning what you're seeing, and um, I'm pretty sure there's a chapter on that, on skepticism. I could be wrong. Maybe that's a different book. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful to someone. I hope this video reaches the right crowd. I just want to make a positive video and also give Cal Newport a shout out. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.